Hey there folks, how's it going? RedMaster here and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles Hitting Combos, where today we've got a bit of a fun deck list for you. Now honestly, a lot of people do know that dwarves and dinosaurs kind of go hand in hand in this game. They dropped an expansion together, and they have a lot of metaphorical and actual synergy between the two lists. But with that being said, not a lot of people know that dwarves and dinosaurs are pretty splashable in nearly every faction combination, just due to the fact that a lot of cards are set inside of the neutral faction. Things like T-Rex, Dino Rider, Dino Nest, Dwarven Miner. A lot of powerful dwarf and dinosaur cards are very just easily splashable anywhere. So with that in mind, I decided to kind of take a weird trip into the mono faction territory to come up with the mono Viking deck that utilizes both the dwarves and the dinosaurs in a list I like to call the Ice Age. So with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ice Age deck list. Whoa, hold on a second, Red. We gotta remind people about something really quick. Remember, your YouTube analytics are telling you that over 37% of people who are watching right now are currently not subscribed to the channel, and that's pretty alarming. Remember, folks, the Gremlin is legally obligated to steal your goldfish if you are not subscribed to the RedMaster channel. We don't want to see that happen to people. We know you work hard for your goldfish, so remember, if you guys aren't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to support the channel here and help us grow, and yeah, you won't have your goldfish stolen that way. So with that being said, let's go ahead and now show them what we've got today for the deck list. Alright folks, and here it is, of course, the Ice Age deck list. Of course, inside of the Mono Viking, as you see, I've got no other faction choices other than the neutral cards. But hey, I do need the neutrals, so of course, a lot of this gets together. But anyway, what is going on the list? What exactly is the purpose? Well, let me go ahead and walk you through it. This deck, obviously, like I mentioned before, is a deck that utilizes the dwarves and dinosaurs archetypes together to form a bit of a fun, little interesting deck here. And the idea is to kind of take advantage of freezing and chain, as much as a lot of decks like to do that nowadays. I feel like a lot of people sort of miss out on a big chain card, and that is Fist of Donic. Very easily overlooked by the more powerful, more commonly used Lightning Blade, where you do have a permanent buff plus a chain lightning for that turn. A lot of people look to Lightning Blade as sort of the go-to chain card, but what a lot of people overlook is the Fist of Donic, the cheaper variation of the card with a similar ability. It can give both a stat buff and chain lightning. However, the chain lightning is permanent, and you do get that +3 if your unit is a dwarf. Now, yes, a lot of people don't necessarily like how that factors in here because it has to be a dwarf to get that +3 health, but a lot of the cards in this deck especially are dwarves, so you know that's not really a problem getting the +3 buff here. You've got maxed out Dwarven Miner here, you've got this 2 Grudge Bearer going on, the 3 Dino Rider, the 2 Tunnel Escape for additional Dwarven Miners, and of course Mordock being a very weird hybrid, able to kind of get that dwarven buff thanks to his dwarf tag at the bottom here. So the deck kind of does hope to utilize Donic alongside other sort of chain cards here, more commonly used chain cards, Temple, Lightning Blade, and of course combine that with some dirty freeze tactics, the Freezing Pillar, the Yenneroth, the Mystic Yenneroth. You're able to kind of create some big chain value for yourself in order to just completely dominate boards if your opponent isn't careful. Now, with that being said, how do the dinosaurs factor into this? Well, funny enough, the list was actually previously running additional dinosaur tools. I did have a maxed out Dino Nest package for this deck. However, when I found that the dinos weren't performing as strongly, I did kind of drop that for a Mystic Journey package. Although, I will say in my testing, the dino package did pull in a 7-3 placement ranking. So, the dino package isn't bad, plus it does synergize well with Reanimate. That is also a key factor in this deck here. You know, you're not really using the dinos for evolution purposes like some other dino decks do. You're using it in this deck for purely sort of Reanimate value, plus getting that dinosaur buff if you are using the Nest package. Creating these smaller dinos where the max is like a 3/3 coming out that could easily trade into some big bodies. You do have 3 bodies off of a Dino Nest, so that can of course lead into a triple unit reanimate on turn 9 if you are playing both in the same turn. It's not bad. Definitely not a bad combination of cards to roll with here, but like I said, I went with the Mystic package just to check out a little more if that makes it a bit more consistent, a bit stronger, because obviously Mystic Journey and Viking decks, you know, at this time, very nuts, especially with Rat King. So, yes, I know Mystic Rat. I know. But, hey, it's working so far, working better than I anticipated. But easily Journey can be swapped out for a Dino Nest if you want that true Dwarf Dino synergistic package, if you will. But with that being said, how does the rest of the deck look? Well, I mean, pretty straightforward to a run by the list for you. 1 baby Dino for some additional Dino fun, and providing that 1/1 buff to things like T-Rex and Morlock if need be. 3 lumber for draw, 2 Drake Dance, which I find very important in this deck. You know, Drake Dance has always been a card that I think obviously people overlook. It's just the 1 space forward, but you do need it in this deck, especially because you want to get some better positionings out of some freeze. You want to maybe make Grudge Bear a bit more of a threat, pushing it up 1, getting it closer to a big castle smack, or pushing units into reanimate. So Drake Dance at 2 here, Dwarven Miner at 3, Hassan City Guard at 2. If you're running reanimate, you might as well run guard. It is the best sort of 2-drop to pair alongside that. Journey, because you know, why not? There's a lot of Journey targets in this deck. Why not make some good use out of it? But again, like I said, if you want that true package, you could go for the Dino Nest. Blacksmith for your global buffs here. Donic for your chain, or at least 1 piece of your chain. Freezing Pillar for stall. Reanimate. Rat King, because if you're running Journey, why not run Rat King? 2 Grudge Bearer. 3 Lightning Blade. 3 Dino Rider. 2 Temple. 2 Tunnel Escape. 3 T-Rex again. Going with that sort of Dwarf Dino synergy here, plus can position your units better for some chain, like Grudge Bear if you've got the Fear Aura, Mordock, and of course the big boy Yenneroth for some free stall. But that is of course the list here. Let's see how this actually goes in battle though, because that's where the true test lies for all decks. So let's go ahead, jump right in to match number 1. Alright, so match number 1 now underway. Got a bit of a rough starting hand. We're going to go ahead and swap these bad boys out. We don't need any of those right now. Hand looking not incredibly bad, although this would be a lot better if that Donic was a reanimate. Can't be helped, though. It cannot be helped. We'll see a Lumberjack rush in for turn here. I'm going to respond with the guard, see how he opens up here. I'll see if he wants to take that trade. Giving him draw. I mean, obviously he's going to want to. I don't see a problem with that, but I want to scare him a bit here with the potential of something like a reanimate. There's a wizard. Okay. Great. No, that's cool. Definitely, I'm going to have fun with this one, boys. I definitely, you know, this is going to be a rampage. A range rampage deck. It is. It's just there. It's just out in plain sight. Oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead. I have to pillar this here. I have to do that as well. Gonna respond with at least something, right? It can't be the rabbit. I just said it can't be the rabbit because that keeps the pillar. Jesus. Alright, I mean, that's cool and all, amigo, but I've got the necessary removal for this. Yeah, rabbit just slightly off. If I had placed my unit in front of the pillar before you did the rabbit, then you would have had it. See, like, yeah, there you go. Now you can take it out. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty. This is a little interesting. I think I want to do this, right? We create the Donic. I could have probably just put the rat back for 1 more. I forgot I clicked the Rat King. Okay, there goes my whole plan out the window. Oh, I'm having misplays. It's late at night and I'm doing this. It is late misplay hours. Oh, that could have been a big game ender too. Shit. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Okay, does not have the removal for this bad boy. That's fine. I'm gonna end up going, I think, just temple, remove. I think like this. That's a swordsman position, but I don't think he's packing it. Yeah, okay, there's the Matty. Oof, into the headwood. That's good value for me. You're gonna have to put that headwood in. I mean, I think he's debating on whether he risks the headwood dying. Okay, he's got the rabbit. Will be enough to kill it. The rabbit does die, so it's not going anywhere else. And of course, yep, some positioning to ensure that headwood does stay alive. That is fine by me. I think I just take the liberty of removing a couple of things here. I won't give him that rat value. Instead, I'll force the mercenary to come out if he's got it. Okay, hits the lumberjack. So yeah, keeping that rat there would have mean that he got 2 units for that one burst, so we'll move that away. If he's got any sort of removal, he's got to play it now in this Mordock. This is going to do some big things to this board here. Although he's used all 3 rabbits at this point. It doesn't have any of those to reach. Rat going up top. Okay. Yeah, I gave him that, but I'm not really worried about losing it. And if you push it up, he's got to have the removal for this now. Dark Bender is not the removal he needs. Into the spiny. Yeah, no, I couldn't have done anything. Ooh, alright, that is interesting. Oh, and the perfect draw. This is why baby is in the deck, man. Star of the deck is this baby right here. We get the boom, we get the 2/2 healing, and then we get the... do I get the lightning blade in here? So what should I generate from this? That gets into that, which I might honestly just use L-Blade on him for, right? Yeah, because then we remove that Dark Bender. I'll throw out the Grudge, hoping he can't reawaken the headwood through a additional Matty, and then just call it there. Now there's 2 problematic units, and then yeah, it's gonna force to surrender. Alright, not bad. Despite the very early misplay, missing the Mystic Rat, we made it. Oh boy. And yeah, that really shows the dino half. And really why Donic is also a start in the deck too. It's hard for decks to remove that 3/6 Dwarven Miner. Potentially other threats like Dino Rider and Mordock get even stronger with that +3 health buff, plus the permanent chain. So it really just shows how Donic is such a strong card for the deck. With that being said, folks, let's have him do another one. See how we can do in maybe a second match. Alright, in match number 2 underway. Not a bad starting hand, honestly, I have to admit here. I'm just going to try and subway the Mystic Journey just to see if I could... Oh, that's not the card I want to see. Alright, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Alright, a little weird, but we'll just roll with it for now. I'll take the draw for the Rider. I'll take the damage. Not too bad here. I'll get in the guards for free now, and then follow with the blacksmith. Blue, yellow, interesting colors here. Not ones you see often, so if this is going to be War Party, I'm going to be sad. Might not be, though, based on some of the cards we are seeing. Go get down something like blacksmith here. Maybe a little more aggressively, too, just in case. I don't really want to rush in guards because I can do a little bit of sneaky lightning blade here. I have 2 of them in hand, so I mean wasting one's not gonna be the end of the world here. Okay, this is... If that isn't a clear sign for reanimate, then I don't know what is. Like... the problem is he could be running Drake Dance, in which that opens up a whole new can of worms here that I don't want to deal with. Guess I'll just pass for now. I don't think he's got Drake Dance in hand to swing this over for any sort of big value. Or unless maybe, okay, he was waiting for something like that. Yeah, okay, he was waiting for something like this. So that way he can make a better trade. But also falling into the not so great thing that is a double reanimate here. Oh boy, same as earlier match that I had. Wraith Banshee. Not bad, not bad. Although the Wraith will get that more aggressive than the Banshee here. He's got to have some kind of freeze or stall for this, because this is looking pretty nasty now with the Wraith approaching face. Okay, Lich freezes off. Yep, okay, good. Good. That book is a free trade, though. I will take that. Ooh, can we get this? Okay, a little bit like that, please. Thank you. Actually, do I want to even... not really, because then this also does... you know what? I think it's fine if we do something like this. Yes, please. We'll make this look like more of a threat here. I could Shadow Slip the Rat King to regen these rats, or to get back some rats. I definitely need to take out that guard, though, to prevent any sort of bigger reanimate value here. He definitely has one in hand. I figure this is, you know, it has to be. Spear Strike landing on the unit he probably wants. Yep, the guard. We're gonna get a clean Wraith kill here, right? Using Sharpened Sword to do so. Ugh. Yikes. I mean, he does fall out of the reanimate range with that, but still. And that's not the card I really want to see either, to be honest. Yenneroth isn't really going to do a whole lot here. I think I'm just going to end up moving my rats into a better position and again having to pass, because there's nothing I can really do here. And we'll see what he decides to do with this Lich. Next turn I will have T-Rex, so that's not bad, but again, not super impactful, I would say. Okay, he's got a Rat King of his own. That's actually pretty big. There goes my Rat King. Rat King plus L-Blade. He does not want me to keep a Blacksmith around. That's fine, although you really open yourself up to a Mordok at this point here. Yeah. So I could do something like... Oh, there's my Drake Dance. I could do something like this. Mordok opens up here, generates me a Wraith. Here I go into this, I do this, I even out the damage a little bit here, and then pass back. He can get a Wraith or Lich kill into my Mordok, but again, generating me to the unit won't be the worst thing to happen for us. And we've got such a great card advantage right now that I am pretty happy with where we are at. He'll freeze off his own rat, okay, so he's got something else for this rat then. Mordok of his own, maybe, perhaps? Nope, it's going to be Rune Warrior this time around. Alright. Rune is fine, although that being it for the turn. It's interesting. We have options here, and that's what I don't like. Doesn't really catapult this in the position I want either. I think I have to just put a Drake Dance into this Rune Warrior here to give ourselves a moment of reprieve. And then hope that maybe we can sneak in Lightning Blade Wraith. I might be able to here. Horseman. Okay, hitting said Wraith. Stinky, but fine. Stinky, but fine. We do actually get the T-Rex too, which is big. I think we'll just do Lightning Blade, fear the Horseman back here. It forces him to have a response for this T-Rex on top of killing the Wraith, or else it's just game. He mostly likely can. Yeah, okay, Inspire gonna be a huge pickup for him. Okay, Master Arms going into T-Rex, getting some more attack power for the Rat. That means the Horseman and Rat can get... Yeah, okay, so he's got a board clear here. It's a little unfortunate, but what can we do? We are just trying to kind of end game at this point, so I'm just kind of throwing things in his face and telling him to deal with it. I will, though, set up a pillar here with that berserker now in place to see if I can maybe get away with another great chain value. Because if I can get something like... Okay, never mind. There's Rat King. Putting both of those rats into the pillar, which is nice. He's got to have Mystic, I guess. Yeah, there it is. A little unnecessary, to be honest, but, I mean, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. And there is the courthouse to follow up. Quite interesting. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna do this. And hope that Journey Part 2 isn't a thing of in my future. Because I can do some pretty fun chain stuff if I'm forcing him to summon out additional units here. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Excellent. You know what I can do? I might be able to just... might be able to just Yenneroth stall here. Just take a few moments out of my day to set up the proper chain here. 3, 2, that's 5, so I do need to lower him just a little bit more. But I think after next turn, if he doesn't kill off that bottom Yenneroth, in some way, shape, or form, it is just over. And he knows that there's a decent chain set up here, and he's just going to kind of pass. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to summon more into a big chain, but at that point, chain's already over here. We've got the Donic, we've got the Hellblade. Go ahead, do a little bit of this. This generates that big chain all around. He's going to surrender here. Would have done the necessary 5 to kind of kill off Castle, but... overall, I do like that matchup. Pretty strong for us. And overall, a great demonstration of what the Ice Age deck can do. But with that being said, folks, now that we've seen the deck in action, I think it's now time that we close out today's video. Alright, folks, and with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this edition of Hidden Combos. If you did, be sure to let me know what you guys think of the deck, as well as the matches, by leaving your thoughts down in the comments section below. And while you are down there, if you haven't done this already, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, share this video with your friends, and of course, subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. The best way that you can support the channel, after all, is by clicking the subscribe button at no additional cost to you. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for me for now. So with that being said, until next time, guys, stay gaming.